Hello, this is Daily75 Games. Welcome back to another Let's Roleplay of Dragon Age Origins. I'm the human noble Aiden Kuzlin. I'm a warrior, and we are on our way to Redcliffe Castle.
I shall do it.
Now that we have all three armies on our side, the dwarves, the elves, and the mages, we can strike at Loghain, or I guess go to the Landsmeet is what we can do.
You'll be fighting Darkspawn! You'll be fighting for your lives!
There's Dalish here. I guess this is now considered our temporary capital, where everyone will be congregating. And that's the human armies.
Well done!
Let's swap out. Oh, I can't swap out. It's not a big deal anyway. It's not like we're going to have combat right here. Oops, sorry, elf. Excuse me. There's some dwarves here, too.
The king sends his greetings, Grey Warden. The clans of Orzammar will be ready to fight against the Blight.
Good to hear. And what do the elves say?
The Keeper has sent us here in advance of the others. As soon as more of the hunters regain their strength, they shall join us.
Nice. The elves probably make excellent archers. It's people you hear through the window on the outside if you heard them. I'm sorry, I have something tickling my throat. Okay, so we're in Redcliffe Castle. Sir Perth survived all the fighting. And here's the Arl Eamon, Bantegan, and his wife, Isolde. Hello, Arl.
I understand you've acquired all the allies you could. That's good. We can call the Landsmeet if you are ready. I would prefer not giving Loghain time to consider, but it is up to you. I do not wish to go to Denerim unless you are with me.
Yeah, let's go to Denerim now. I mean, what else? I've wasted a lot of time in the deep roads. I've been there for about a month and a half, actually, so let's go to Denerim now.
Excellent. I shall make the arrangements. Let us be off to Denerim, and may the Maker watch over us.
I don't know, 3 or 4 months. I don't know, it might be 3.5 months now, actually. Since Ostagar. Yeah, the Dwarven Kingdom once encompassed 12 great tags across...
Denerim is the heart and
Thedas.
soul of Ferelden. It was the city of King Calenhad, the birthplace of Andraste. As stubborn as a Mabari, and as good to have on your side. If we defeat Loghain here, the rest of the nation will follow us. By calling the Landsmeet, I've struck the first blow. The advantage, for the moment, is ours. He will have little choice but to show himself, to oppose us directly. He will strike back at us. The only question that remains is how soon.
Loghain, this is an honor, that the Regent would find time to greet me personally.
How could I not welcome a man so important as to call every lord in Ferelden away from his estates, while a blight claws at our land?
The Blight is why I'm here. With Cailan dead, Ferelden must have a king to lead it against the Darkspawn.
Ferelden has a strong leader. Its queen. And I lead her armies.
Considering Ostagar, perhaps we need a better general.
Ah, the Grey Warden recruit. I thought we might meet again. You have my sympathies on what happened to your order. It is unfortunate that they chose to turn against Ferelden.
I don't accept the sympathies of deserters and regicides.
You should curb your tongue. This is my city, and no safe place to speak treason. For anyone. There is talk that your illness left you feeble, Eamon. Some worry that you may no longer be fit to advise Ferelden.
Illness? Why not call your poison by its true name? Not everyone at the Landsmeet will cast aside their loyalties as easily as you and these sycophants.
how long you've been gone from court, Eamon. Don't you recognize Rendon Howe, Arl of Amaranthine,
Yes.
and Terran of Highever?
And current Arl of Denerim,
I should-
after Urian's unfortunate fate at Ostagar. Truly, it is an embarrassment of riches.
I should behead him right now. I demand blood rights. This man murdered my family.
You have no rights. Your family surrendered them when I revealed them to be traitors to the king.
You think you can slander my family to my face?
You are either very bold or very stupid to threaten the Ten before witnesses.
Enough, Carthrian. This is not the time or place. I had hoped to talk you down from this rash course, Eamon. Our people are frightened. Our king is dead. Our land is under siege. We must be united now if we are to endure this crisis.
If two of you
Your
die,
own sister, Queen Rowan, fought tirelessly to see Ferelden restored. Would you see her work destroyed? You divide our nation and weaken our efforts against the Blight, with your selfish ambitions to the throne.
if two of you were to die, then that would make me happy. You're the ones who divided Ferelden.
I was not talking to you.
I cannot forgive what you've done, Loghain. Perhaps the Maker can, but not I. Our people deserve a king of the Theron bloodline. Alistair will be the one to lead us to victory in this blight.
The Emperor of Orlais also thought I could not bring him down. Expect no more mercy than I showed him. There is nothing I would not do for my homeland.
Well, that was bracing. I didn't expect Loghain to show himself quite so soon.
Hal killed my family. I can't let him get away with it.
I would not ask you to. But bear in mind that he will be well protected by his alliance with Loghain. He always seemed the kind of man who enjoyed kicking stray dogs. I would not have thought Loghain would trust him. We need eyes and ears in the city. Loghain has been here for months. The roots of all his schemes must begin here. The sooner we find them, the better we can turn them to our advantage. Go have a look around, and see what you can turn up. Better yet, find the nobles who have arrived for the Landsmeet. Test the waters. See how many will support us. When you're ready to talk strategy, come upstairs to my sitting room. We can lay out our plans for the Landsmeet then.
Shouldn't have let Hal go, at least. Should have killed him. Quest updated. You've come to Denerim for the Landsmeet. Arl Eamon wishes to assemble the nobles to choose a new king that will unite Ferelden against the Blight. However, Loghain is still a thorn in your side, and there is much to do before you can confront him. Keep Eamon informed of your latest exploits. He can usually be found in the sitting room in the upper floor of his estate. Alright, so it's a new place. We'll be staying while we're here. And I seem to be without any party members. Hello, servant.
Daniel is like to have a fit. Arl Eamon needs to show up without notice more often.
Okay, so yeah, some people are hanging out. This looks like a library. And hello.
I hope all the accommodations are to your liking, Warden. Please let me know if anything is troubling you.
Okay, I guess I've got to explore Eamon's castle. There's a book here. The Free Marches. Actually, I wouldn't mind knowing that. The Free Marches are not a kingdom, nor even a nation in the most basic sense. People from that region dislike even being lumped together as the Marchers. Rather, they are a collection of independent city-states united only when it suits them. In this respect, they resemble the Banorn before the arrival of King Calenhad. Because of this, the Free Marches have no capital, and what passes for a central government exists only sporadically, a sort of Landsmeet that convenes only during times of crisis. I arrived in time for a grand tourney while it was on in Cantervale, a remarkable sight indeed. I saw Avar hillsmen test their mettle against Orlesian chevaliers, riding from the Anderfells, buying Navarran cavalry horses, and Tevan craftsmen selling their wares to Deventer mages. All of Thetis was on display, from Brother Genitivi. Now, the Free Marches are where Dragon Age 2 takes place. And so it's a collection of city-states. They're pretty independent, and they come together when there's a crisis, is basically what it had to say. Where's this door go to?
So many visitors, so many chamber pots to clean. Oh, if they keep tracking mud up here, it's going to take a month to get it all out.
There's a chest here to look in. What do we have? Another love letter. I'm not sure how many more of those we'll need. Hello, Liliana.
This is a nice change from having to sleep in the woods, isn't it? I'm here for you.
What do you know of this place?
Denerim is Ferelden's most important city, yes? This is the seat of power, the jewel in the crown of the king. She is Ferelden's heart. Her walls are strong, but within them lies so much beauty, just like the country and the people.
Let's just move on. Okay. So, I'm not sure if we need to talk to everybody. I mean, there's a few people like Ogren, and perhaps even Shale, who are latecomers to the group. They'll have more to say. Hello, Shale.
Everything in here appears to be breakable. It seems most impractical.
I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
How did you end up in Honleith? Do you remember?
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum, snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
I would have thought you'd enjoy scaring humans.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself.
But why were you out in front of the tower?
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow.
Oh.
I was supposed to watch for thieves. Pah! Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
His wife?
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out.
Wow, how does someone shrink a golem?
With a chisel. And a lot of nerve.
You didn't like this Wilhelm, I take it.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Oh yes, a fortune in fact.
Good. Clearly I am worth it.
Do you remember anything before Honleith now?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
Interesting. I'm done asking about that.
Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Of course. We did leave out Zevran. I guess maybe I should see what he has to say. Might as well do another camp-type chat while we're here. Hello, Zevran.
You know, I could get to like this. The last time I came to Denerim, I stayed at an inn so filthy the bedbugs had fleas. What say you?
Care to answer some questions?
By all means.
Okay, let's just move on. Hello, Zevran.
You know,
What
say you?
I want to discuss something personal.
Oh, this should be good. What would you like to discuss?
Oh, never mind. So there's no point talking to him. Everything's kind of been said. Now, what else is in this castle? I guess this is the door out. I can see, yeah, estate exterior. Pretty elf girl.
Excuse me, I have to dust the Earl's sitting room.
I haven't seen many elves around here.
The Chamberlain disapproves of us. If Lady Isolde hadn't brought me into this household from Redcliffe last year, I'd never have been given a place. I beg your pardon, sir, but I really can't be seen standing about. The housekeeper will have my head. Good day.
Really? Hello?
His lordship sends no notice he's coming, and now the house is full of guests. Andraste preserve us, this will be the death of me.
His lordship sends no notice of coming, now the house is full of guests. Ah, my trusty hound Chester is right here. Hello, Chester. He barks happily, wagging his tail, and there's a book here. The Banorn. I might need to read this. It's going to have importance with what's coming up. The Banorn. The central Ferelden Valley has always been a paradox. No single band holds more than a few dozen leagues of farmland, yet together they govern a greater territory than all the Turns and Arls together. This collection of independent bands is known as the Banorn, and it is the heart of Ferelden politics. No person has ever sat upon the throne of Ferelden without first winning the approval of the Banorn. Queen Fionn, who had the misfortune to take the throne in the 18th year of the Steel Age, wrote of the Banorn, "There have been 3 wars, this year fought over elopements, 5 fought over wool, and 1 started by an apple tree. It isn't even winter yet. Who would believe that these same bands, now trying so hard to kill one another, just last year united to give me the crown?" Interesting. So that's what the Landsmeet would be about. Most of the people there will be from the Banorn, the bands. They own, like they said, quite a few leagues of farmland, each probably small farming villages. Hello, Sten.
This is not as defensible as I would like, but it will do.
A lot better.
What is your wish, Kadan?
I was say it's a lot better than the camp. I want to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak, then.
It's enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Do you find Ferelden very strange? I think I've already asked this.
To put it lightly, no one has a place here.
Yes.
Our farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the
Never.
Very well.
I've already talked about that.
As you wish.
And probably nothing to say to Morrigan, but let's see. Hello.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire. What comes, my friend?
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Never mind. Chester, be quiet. There's a room over here. There's a chest, and it's locked. Won't be able to open it because we don't have any party members with us to do it. And then there's this room.
Ah, Warden. I trust you've made yourself comfortable.
Who's that?
This is Elena. She's...
I am Queen Enora's handmaiden. She sent me here to ask for your help.
Or perhaps the young lady prefers to speak for herself.
Really? Enora, Logain's daughter. She works for Logain's daughter. She's a spy.
I am here for Logain's daughter, not for Logain. Their interests are not so similar as they once were. The Queen, she is in a difficult position. She loved her husband, no? And trusted her father to protect him. When he returns with no king and only dark rumors, what is she to think? She worries, no? But when she tries to speak with him, he does not answer. He tells her not to trouble herself.
Are you saying the Queen believes Logain killed Kaelin?
My queen suspects she cannot trust her father. And Logain, he is very subtle, no? But when and how, he is privy to all the secrets and not so subtle. So she goes to how? A visit from the Queen to the new Earl of Denerim is only a matter of courtesy. And she demands answers.
That's crazy. How's a lunatic?
He calls her every sort of name. traitor being the kindest, and locks her in a guest room.
Loghain would allow that?
King Kellen was like a son to him, and Loghain left him to die. Does he love Anora more? Who can say? I think her life is in danger. I heard Hal say she would be a greater ally dead than alive, especially if her death could be blamed on Arl Eamon.
Very nice. Would Loghain kill his own daughter just to friend Eamon?
We may have no choice but to trust Anora. The Queen is well loved. If Loghain succeeded in pinning her death on me, I'm not sure that's a risk we can afford to take.
Why should we trust her? This could all be a setup.
I fear if this is a trap, we are already caught in it. They can kill Anora whether or not we act, and blame her death on us. Few would believe our word over Loghain's. We can only defend ourselves with the Queen in hand.
So what do you propose we do?
I have some uniforms. I'll hire so many new guards every day. A few more will not cause much stir. I will show you to the servants' entrance. We must slip in and out with my queen before anyone is the wiser. I will go ahead to House Estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
This is risky. But it could, if it works out, it could all come on our side, though. Rescue Queen Anora. Queen Anora's handmaid, Erlina, has informed you that the Queen is being held prisoner at Arl Hal's estate. Queen Anora believes that she may be killed and her murder blamed on Arl Eamon. Erlina seeks your aid in freeing the Queen. Meet Erlina at the Earl of Denerim's palace as soon as you can. Alright, so I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thanks for watching, and more to come.